I knew it! Why? What? Why? I see conflict of interest there. What? I wouldn't mind if she would wake up next to me like that, but okay. Oh no. Can she see her? I love this game. Oh! Hello and welcome, PocketWatch here, and it seems it's about time for another episode of DS Irae. So yeah, let's go and let's see what's going to happen next. Because last episode was pretty intense, and also I'm very glad that some of you are on my Discord, which is in the description, you can check out. And you can actually share with me in spoiler text because it's actually gruesome. But still, show me how this game looks in like original state. So the whole thing with Spinner, the web stuff, that was pretty messed up in original. Yeah, that was pretty gruesome. That wasn't a pretty view, but still, I like to see the, like, you know, original content, how it like normally was intended to look like. I don't like how we like Steam like censoring stuff and stuff. I'm like, ah. But anyway, this version have like, you know, other roads and stuff, and it was recommended to play this one. So yeah, anyway, thanks for letting me know like how the stuff works out in normal version. And with this, let's just go to the next episode and let's see what will happen next. I'm excited. Just because I managed to go through that whole experience without any losses didn't change a thing about the fact that I screwed up. But I wanted to honestly celebrate for the time being. Well, duh. No wonder. As I returned to my apartment complex, I spotted light leaking through the windows of my room. I could only think of one person who dared trample on my privacy like that. Ren, if you think about this, Spinner called you from Ayane's, Kasumi phone. So he at least been at your home. So I'm still afraid about her? Is it going to, like, are we going to start the episode like with something horrible? Is that it? Are you going to do this to me? Please no. I rushed all the way up the stairs. Open the door. Oh, for fuck. I totally expected like blood on walls and everything. Holy shit. Oh. Oh my god. And found her there, with nothing amiss.
それでどう？桜井さんとは仲直りできた？あんたって言葉足りないところがあるから、慣れないうちは誤解されちゃうことも多いと私は思ったりするんだよね。でも、なんだかんだ言って頑張るときは頑張るし、まあやる気を出すパターンがものすごく限定されてるって弱点もあるけどさ。基本的にナイスな男だと幼なじみだから、できればもう少し。
You don't even know how glad I am that there's nothing wrong with you. Holy shit.
何？どうかしたのレン？あ、
Oh.
怒ってる？今のうちに片付けないと後で桜井さんにバレたら危ないじゃない？ほら、マグカップとか歯ブラシとかそういうの特に NG だし。そんなわけで無理やり壁の穴を通ろうとしたらレンが塞ぐのに使ってた本棚思いっきり倒しちゃったりして。
Oh.
こりゃまずいなと思いつつ今まで掃除してたのよ。あとなんか携帯もなくしちゃってさ、もしかしたらここにあったり。
So Spinner just stole it, okay.
レンなんか言ってよ。ちょいプレッシャー。
I silently reached into my pocket and produced Kasumi's cell phone.
これなんでレンが持ってんの？
Yeah, it was outside.
落ちてた。
どこに？
道端。
道端って。
I couldn't bear looking Kasumi in the eye. At this rate, I would.
なんかよくわからないけど。
You would what? Probably hug her. I hit my limit. Oh, I knew it! Oh my god, she's so precious. Look, I fixed the ratio, actually. Oh, I need to fix camera as well, sorry. Okay. I said it many times, I know, but each time when there's CG like this is god tier art. God damn it. And that music fits so well for the situation.
ちょっとレン、何をいきなりあんた桜井さんと付き合ってるんじゃん。浮気したらダメ。
No one to Kasumi to see my face like this. I forcefully embraced her. I continued to mentally apologize to her with all my heart. My carelessness today could have easily gotten her killed. I vowed never to screw up like that ever again. I hoped with all my soul that she would forgive me.
なんで？わかんないよ。めっちゃアグレッシブだよ。何考えてんのよ。
Maybe she will not die actually. What if the plot will actually bring Kasumi and Ren together? That might be the case. Because I raised so many death flags for her and she's still fine. Maybe she have like protagonist plot armor and cannot die, literally.
私とあんたはただの幼馴染みで、こんないきなりじゃ心の準備がって違う。
Man, it sounded like I had a jackhammer next to my ears. The blaring siren of her voice felt soothing beyond words, causing all my pent-up tension to unravel in an instant, but...
待って、いやよ、そんな押し通すのはダメだってば。
What's happening?
桜井さんになんて言い訳したらいいのよ。
What's happening, Kasumi? What the fuck?
あんた刺されても知らないんだからね。ちょっとレン、聞いてるの？おい、あんたもしかして。
I lied to you?
嘘でしょ？こいつ寝てるよ。
Oh my god.
何？私枕なの？ありえねえだろ、こらバカ。どういう了見なのよ。
Let me guess, is there an age scene after this? Like, before? Or something? Probably, maybe? No, probably not, because... I mean, it's weird, I mean, it's weird cut, kind of, if you think about this, because they were standing, he was hugging her, and then suddenly they're lying, and he's sleeping. He fell asleep. Kinda weird, right? I think. I mean, he was standing just a second ago.
マジムカ、女のプライドズタズタじゃないの。あんた最低。もう大嫌い。
Right, I got all that. I really did. So, could I go back to sleep now? I took down one of those bastards tonight, so there will be no more time for rest and relaxation. Okay, I'm wrong. I'm sorry. Yeah, I'm sometimes trying to like figure some like weird stuff out, but maybe he just like, you know, collapsed on her, and that's why he's lying now, because how tired he is. That's what the case is here. So that wasn't a weird cut. It's just natural thing to occur. Okay. I'm weird today. I was certain they would come after me in full force after this. So if she could just let me sleep like this until dawn, that would be great. Okay. Oh, this is actually the end. Okay. Oh! We just deleted Spinne, okay. So we have almost everyone in the city. We don't have... Oh yeah, because Samuel is in... Oh wait, Hordwind is... Oh! Gods is Machina, I think. Samuel is the Fire Lady, so Hordvinird? I cannot pronounce it. is the Schweiger, I believe. Okay, so this three will be like later. So all of Gank is here. Outside of these three. Also, this is interesting that we don't have Heldrich here actually. Because we did have Mercurius before, we had Zarathustra. But now we have Zarathustra. So... where's Heldrich? Oh wait, Heldrich is here! Mephistopheles. Oh right. Somehow I thought this is the name of the chapter or something. I'm sorry. 9 or 13. Swastika 218. How does that work? What are the swastikas? Like Spinner died and he created swastika. What? Chapter 4, Descent. Okay. Once again, I finished the episode before the ending. Great timing. Also, be right back. 1 second. Consider the definition of the tragedy. Okay. Were to cut straight to the chase, you would say that the word denote the concept of loss. The loss of what people held dear opened a hole in their hearts. Was not an event that drove cracks in the heart and rifts in the mind not generally referred to as a tragedy? Yet what people individually considered important rivaled the stars themselves in number and diversity. Although family, friends, lovers, and the like were generally held in the highest regards by most, I knew all too well that some would feel not a speck of emotion, shed not a single tear upon their loss. Then, how were we to define tragedy so it applied to all? In a certain book, it is written that it was hardly one of loss that ought not to matter, but rather to circumstances surrounding the loss. Okay, Kasum will die. I know this is random, but reading about tragedy and Kasumi is having death flags, I'm still going to put death flag on her after this. I don't know, I somehow cannot believe that she will survive. Like, I don't know, like for me she's like destined to die. I'm sorry. That having something broken or stolen was far greater a tragedy than simply misplacing it. Was that really true? In tragedies with a clear perpetrator, anger made for an easy way out. The sorrow of the tragedy might be forgotten, the hatred of the thief, and could even grant one's life a goal in the form of revenge. Could such a thing truly be labeled tragedy in its purest form? I knew it was tough. That was a matter even someone as ordinary as me could comprehend, yet I would have preferred to plunge deeper into this subject. Okay. Man's psyche was clever construct. It put us safely valve the moment it found itself assaulted by the storm of deeply negative emotions. Makes sense. Anger and sorrow would turn to pleasure, and if it exceeds that indifference, the heart and mind attempt to regain their balance in some shape or form. The wounds were healed, albeit in a twisted manner. With that in mind, the unclosing fissure, then healing, even bleeding wound, born of tragedy. What could such a thing denote? If indeed that was possible, then surely it would be a being denied from birth the right to possess a single thing. Its grasp, empty. As it was unable to take hold of anything, neither was it capable of losing it. A being that was born deficient and would consequently never heal. An internally lost child. I had dreamed of one such thing, a such girl, and the cruel tale of her birth. France, 1793. There was once a married couple who lived in Saint Malo, Brittany. I think it might be some backstory for Mari. The husband was well-built dockhand, his wife a beautiful woman of fair disposition. They were leading what one would call easily labeled the joyful life. The fierce storm of revolution ideology unshared in a violent shift in the citizens' way of thinking. The clergy and nobility were soon established as absolute evil, and the married couple, without questioning the judgment, accepted it as truth, indulging in blind, foolish hatred. They failed to remember that in their time of youth, it was a certain priest assistance that eventually brought them their current bliss. It was Clergyman, and therefore evil. In the husband's mind, this plain and simple conclusion remained irrefutable. Huh. His wife was a devout Republican, even more zealous than he. So devout, in fact, that she would station herself at the foot of the guillotine hours before an execution, busying herself with knitting as she watched the heads fall. Well, that's kinda twisted. Even as she was heavy with child, and in the later stages of pregnancy, she would nonetheless make her way to the gallows every single day without fail. The husband, her knight in shining armor, would continue to escort his lovely wife to a special seat day after day. What the fuck? Why? The blade of the guillotine fell, heads rolled. Blood, 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 it wanted blood. After fruitfully enjoyed that festival of madness, the two would make their home, while discussing the future of their soon-to-be-born child. They were a joyous, blessed couple. They were upstanding citizens. The sense of values typical of all respectable townsfolk during the era. I guess, okay, that's normal, I guess, for them. Like, I mean, there's like hundreds of people next to guillotine, right, watching the execution, so it's just another pair, just another random citizens that went to see the execution and somehow enjoy it. Okay, I still don't know how you can enjoy it, but I mean, mindset is different now, so I cannot say what people back in the day and stuff thought. But it's for me, it's like, what the fuck? However, one day during the Messidor, the harvest festival, Saint Malo came to hold an execution of particular interest. The victim was the former pastor of the Church of Christ. The aged clergyman was well known among the townsfolk, and as such everyone wished to see his expression as he rose to the gallows. Naturally, the good married couple was no exception. The wife stood with the crowd at the foot of the guillotine, her body racked with the intense pains of labor, yet she stifled her screams with heroic effort, waiting in anticipation for the moment the priest would climb the scaffold. What is wrong with you? You're about to give birth, what the fuck? The aged pastor was the father figure to the poor and needy, a holy man who earned their love and admiration, and yet he was the enemy, a figure of wickedness, deserving punishment. His head needed to fall, and yet on that day, the executioner was nowhere to be found. And such a misfortune, the wife moaned with disappointment. Perhaps the executioner had fled the idea of executing a priest of such virtue and benevolence. The Republican officials called for the new executioner from the crowd, yet Don Loca's hearts were so filled with sympathy for the elderly priests that none of them dared step forward. Were things to stay this way, the execution would be cancelled. My love, I beg of you. Despite being shaken by violent pain, the wife clung desperately into her husband's sleeve. To the foolish and naive man, her actions was no less than a supreme command. I shall do it. What is wrong with her? What the... What? Why? What's wrong with her? The wife, watching the gallant figure of her husband ascending the steps. Oh, this is... Oh, this is the guy. Okay, I thought like she going in labor, like up there and trying to execute. Oh, okay. If that's the husband, I can understand, because he's just like, you know, citizen. Like, she's also a citizen, but she's like on the verge of like giving birth, so like, what the fuck? But still, yeah. The wife watching a gallant figure of her husband ascending the steps to the scaffold raised her voice and broke into the beloved song of hers. Blood, 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 it wants blood. Shower the guillotine with drink. May the guillotine thirst be quenched. What it wants is blood, blood, blood. Like magic, that familiar tune dispelled all sympathy from the crowd hearts in an instant. A certain kind of joy spread from person to person, like the infectious disease, as the vile, bloodthirsty refrain echoed, its words sweeping across the execution site. Blood, 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 it wants blood. Shower the guillotine with the ring. May the guillotine thirst be quenched. What it wants is blood, blood, blood. Surrounded by blessings, the husband proved his love towards his wife, as well as his loyalty to his country, by beheading his very own benefactor. It was an honor, a commendable act, hardly worthy of shame. And so, as he returned to his wife's side and beheaded the... beheld, okay. His wife's side and beheld the female newborn in her arms, he wept tears of joy. She gave birth while watching the execution? Okay, I can't comment on this. What the fuck? This child was born on a day of celebration. What the fuck? God has the duty to make her happy. What the fuck? Indeed, God would see to it. You just executed priests. Okay. I see conflict of interest there. I don't know, how about you? Look how lovely she is. I'm certain everyone will be entranced with her. Indeed, one would ever forget her. Marguerite, the Jewel of St. Malo. The child danced at birth. Okay. So that's how Mary Osbe. Okay. I can see why she's connected to guillotine now. The girl born at the foot of the guillotine. She came into this world with the mark resembling guillotine scar around her neck. One that would never fade. Wait, so that was like always on her head? Interesting. I thought like this is the mark that like I know that Ren have it now because she have like her power. But I thought like she's been like executed, and in like this world when we have like her spirit or whatever, she have like head attached and this is just the mark that she was like beheaded. Seems like not the case. Even as she passed her 10th year, she was still unable to speak. Oh, when she finally did open her mouth, what left her lips was the guillotine refrain. What the fuck? Her mother went insane and died a mad woman. Her father was loathed as a murderer and met his end under the guillotine for charges of smuggling. But the girl herself harbored no sins of her own. She had never done anything wrong. For the child to suffer due to parental sin, that was but another forced and ever cruel word of injustice. Silent most of the time, the girl would only recite the guillotine bloody refrain every time she opened her mouth. Then when she set foot outside, the entire town would fall into the ominous silence. Her tragic madness, the cruelty of her birth. Having grown up amidst fear, loathing, hatred, and isolation, the girl lost everything before she even came to possess a single thing in life. Though she was healthy in mind, Her dysfunctional feelings could not comprehend the meaning of sorrow. And so, her case was one that you could call tragedy. A girl thoughtfully abnormal, a complete outcast. There were many who plotted to bring harm upon fair Marguerite, yet all who touched her ended up decapitated without exception. What? She's like a living curse. What the fuck? She was under the guillotine protection. Her curse would kill anyone who dared touch her. If assumed beauty to be fleeting and fragile, in constant danger of being trampled on, then her beauty was indeed no beauty at all. And yet, neither was she hideous, but a vacant empty void. Eternity itself. Following her parents' death, she roamed the streets aimlessly. Sorry? Aimlessly, like a discarded animal, mindless of what to eat or where to sleep, yet never tiring, never decaying. She's no human. Hardly could we fault anyone for saying so. It was the logical conclusion of the matter. Cliche as it might have been, she was inevitably declared a witch, for she was inhuman and abnormal, with over 100 already having perished after touching her. Okay. So, my thought about this, how it works, like she's not actually cursed, okay? Like, yeah, she got like birthmark, and it just happened, I guess. So probably if someone touched her, then people think that he's cursed, and then they execute him because like they are afraid that the curse will spread, you know, that kind of deal. Unless she's actually cursed, because yeah, there's fantasy stuff. So it could be a curse, like you are destined to die now. Does it? Wait. But that means that Ren should die, right? Is Ren cursed now? Is he going to die at the end of the series? Her life could not be allowed. Her past needed to be buried. And in the end? Oh, so she was actually beheaded. So I was right. So it's not that it's Marcus from the birth, but it's also like showing the like guillotine beheading her. Okay. Marguerite was arrested and hauled off to the gallows. No one could touch her. Her treatment resembled the handling of the dangerous instrument, the process itself similar to herding sheep. Yet Marguerite did not resist. Had she set her heart on it, she could have slaughtered the captors with ease. What? So why did she choose not to? Was she like aware that she had like guillotine power or something? The answer was quite simple. The meaning of death and execution lay beyond her comprehension. To her, decapitation was a common occurrence. Whether it was her own head that fell or someone else, she could not tell the difference. And so on that day, she stood at the gallows, at the very same place that once witnessed her father's gruesome duty, the place of her birth. Gazing into the faraway sunset, Margaret with a heart pure and untainted began her song. The refrain of blood, the hymn of the guillotine, singing God curse like a prayer. Those were the first and, as most had thought, final words spoken as a human being. But at that moment, Margaret had an epiphany. Yep. The words remained eternally burned into their ears. The soul of man, watching the spectacle for no particular reason amongst the crowd, was torn out of its very foundations. He was none other than Ahasver. Okay. Vagrant, once known as the Saint Germain, in another time as Paracelsus? Or as Faust, Rosenkrantz, and even Magnus. This man, currently known as Alessandro di Cagliostro, was swept away by her very being. Okay. We have mentioned Cagliostro. She alone remained free from the laws of this universe. So I was wrong. You know, when I I theorized about like who she was for Cagliostro and stuff. I thought like maybe like she was like a servant or something, but it seems like not the case. She alone remained free from the lives of the universe, and exquisite soul not bound by the shackles of eternal recurrence, one that would stay in the same place even after death. If such is the case, I will move every fiber of my being to save her. I shall kneel before her, reducing my very being to that of a slave. For the princess of the guillotine was a beauty transcending words. Okay. I mean, she is beauty. Gifting her with an appropriate necklace is my utmost. And thus, her sentence was carried out. Margaret's life came to an end. However, the jewel of St. Malo lost not a shred of its luster. She had been born with nothing to begin with. As such, not even the loss of her life could grant her death. Even since then, she had been all alone, singing endlessly in the eternal twilight, even to this very day. She sang the abominable refrain like an angel, her voice pure and ripple with bittersweet beauty. I found myself angered. I wished to save with anger in her place, a girl who knew neither sorrow nor tears. If I didn't do so, no one would, and that thought alone felt beyond unbearable. I knew this is hypocrisy on my part. I should have been minding my own business, but my heart ached at Mari's life. Why did this girl have to go through all that? What did she even do wrong? If there was a god out there, he would need to be cursed in her stead.
やっぱりカリオストロとよく似ていますね。
Huh, and we are back to this scene when we met she met with Ren for the first time. We both found ourselves entranced by the girl, feared and loathed by
あな
all.
たはあの人の代わりなんでしょ？
I couldn't deny that, no matter how much I wanted to.
私の愛しい人。
My beloved. Okay, how deeply did she comprehend the meaning behind those
これ
words?
からは一緒。
I mean, yeah, you are my weapon basically. Having bore witness to her origins, I could now focus on the battles that would no doubt await for us both.
一緒だ。
Okay. There was no way I could have rejected Mari. And so I took her hand. A pact forged of sympathy, selfishness and truth. I found myself stung with a guilt. Just like that bastard, I wanted to save her. But the only way I could do that was by using her as a little weapon. Talk about the dilemma. Yeah. That's kind of a weird way to save someone, right? If you think about this. To save someone, you need to like use them as the weapon. Wow. So that said, I found myself imagining just how wonderful it would be if I could give Mari a second chance at life. Once all this was done over and over with. I mean, she's a spirit, so you cannot really do this unless she like can like, I don't know, separate from your mind and like possess someone. Holiday? Okay. I guess maybe fun episode? Like fun times? I don't know. Morning, huh? This really was the first time in ages. Why it's so smoked here? Why it's so blurry? This really was the first time in ages that I've woken up so normally. Yeah, you don't have to fight like your killer instincts anymore. I didn't have a nightmare, nor did I get enough sleep. It would have been strange to call his refreshing, but I did great the morning, feeling very peaceful. Mari, both the calamity slumbering within me and the girl with a life laden with tragedy. Yep. I couldn't get rid of her, of course, but I should have been able to control it. After all, now that I attained the Yetsirak degree, I could give her shape and direction. Yeah, like we saw in the previous episode. It's pretty sharp, I would say. And deadly. Mari wouldn't be committing any indiscriminate killings. At least not while she stays with me. Good. She hadn't the slightest speck of desire to kill anyone. To her, beheading those in her vicinity was no other from breathing. It was not her fault she ended up like that. She was simply born that way. Yep, what can you do? You cannot change that, how you were born. But you can change your life. That's important thing. The way you are born is not dictating the way you are living. Remember that. This is very important. I'd never been philosophical enough to even consider one birth being a sin. You couldn't judge a gun or knife for a crime, much like in the case of Kasumi. I, as the wielder, had to shoulder all the responsibility. From now on, I'd take things on my own hand and wield this curse in the order to put an end to whatever was responsible. Reaffirming my determination, I decided to get up. Okay, let's go. Today was Sunday, so I figured I would take a shower to fully join my senses awake. Yeah, and probably you will go to school anyway because it's Sunday, because it's like your safe spot, right? Well, he don't need to like exactly go to school anymore, I guess, because he can like have like full control over Mari power, right? As for how I'd spend the rest of the day, I guess I hadn't thought of it that far yet. Is she like whispering in his like head? Is he like going to like have like conversation with her all the time in his head or something? There was this how would I put this? Strangely soft something pressing against my hand. What? What? How the fuck does that work? Excuse me. Why we have naked Mari in our bed? What? How does that work? I wouldn't mind if she would wake up next to me like that, but okay. Okay, my theory for that? Only he can see her. That's my only explanation. Like, since they are like have like such a deep soul bond, basically, he can like project her, or like she can project herself outside of his mind, and she's like familiar or something that only he can see, right? I think that's the case. I will bet on that. It doesn't make sense otherwise. And he can feel her. So it's not like she's like... She must have physical body because he can feel her, unless this is just like his brain. What? What in the world was this? And only human shaped. Say something lay on my bed. Furthermore, said only human shaped something kept on glaring, mumbling in its sleep. I must have been really damn tired. Last night was hell. Then I had this traumatic nightmare. Not to mention the thoughts of how I would go about fighting those bastards. swirling through my head. The bottom line was that I had my first share of problems to climb through. If she's going to stay like this, or like she's like actually, I don't know. It feels like even more like Soul Eater now. We have like walking weapon. What? So this hallucination for surely was the case. Seemed awfully realistic, but this kind of thing happened from time to time. I'd accept it as one of the cosmos' many mysteries and go back to sleep. With that said, good night. What the fuck? I mean, that's quite a shock, yeah. So I closed my eyes, but get this, the hallucination refused to leave. In fact, it was quite adamant on clinging onto me. And why in the world was she naked? Yeah, that's my question as well. Why she's naked? Just when I was about to jump in shock, the hallucination opened its eyes. There we go. Green eyes, Omari. Okay. We spent a few minutes just staring at each other. She regarded me with a puzzled look, her pair of emerald eyes never once leaving my face. Then parted her tiny lips to speak. She's speaking in a very polite way. Ohayou gozaimasu? Okay. Whatever you say, why you here? Can you explain this? So, you could say it. A hallucination. No, enough of that. Time to face the facts. This was real. Why was she here? Yeah. Yeah, but you didn't have to leave my brain for that? Yeah, we did, but I was more interested in how the current state of affairs was physically possible at all. I wasn't go with the flow enough to be able to accept this with the wave of the hand on hand. Oh, she's cute, so who cares? Yeah. Or it's a miracle born of love. Okay. Without any sort of reasonable explanation to back things up. That kind of fairy tale bullshit wouldn't fly with me. That said, even if I did ask her, I doubt she would have an answer. So, if I were to force some semblance of logic into this, this is how I'd explaining this. I learned how to form my Ahnerbe, which also made it possible for me to form Mari, the very soul housed by said Ahnerbe. Okay. I can go with it. Okay. So just she's like the representation of his formation in like a calm state or like sleeping state or not activated state, I guess. And when he activates her, then she will change into the blade. I guess that's how it works. That kind of makes sense. Explanation over, yeah. Also, the other very important thing. Can others see her? I can imagine Kasumi just barging into this room right now and seeing her. I can just see it. Which meant I should have been able to control at will exactly when she manifests herself. So basically you would be able to make her disappear at will, but seems like that's not the case. It's just like your explanation to feel better. And I'm with Ren on this. Like, what the fuck is happening? No doubt. What, you are naked? No. Could she stop hugging me? Here she was in her birthday suit. No clothes and no shame. A bit more fidgeting on her part, And I ended up seeing, for the love of God, she lived for 10 times as long as me, but seems to be 10 times more than the child. A bit of descendancy couldn't hurt.
あったかい。
What the Well, I tried. I could have tried explaining to her how boys and girls stopped sleeping in the same room after a certain age, but I highly doubt the wonderful values of our country would make such much sense to her. Considering how she led her entire life without knowing the touch of another, mistreating her now would feel inhuman. Quite a predicament, huh?
気持ちいいね。レンの体。
And I would have really appreciated that she kept those so easy misunderstood phrases to a minimum. Either way, I figured I'd...
でして。
What?
了解。
Okay. I would be best to give in to her demands. She might end up going back into the Agnebere if I please her. Okay. I mean, you can have hopes, but I don't think she's going anywhere.
くすぐったい。
Yeah, could she cut me some slack over there? This was no different from patting the lost child to the head, nor would it cause any perverse thoughts to bubble to the surface in my... well, maybe that last part wasn't completely true, but I was doing my best. Yet, I guess he cannot fight this.
なあ、ってわけで、あんまりごそごそ動かないでくれ。
どうして？
男もいろいろと大変なんだよ。
Okay.
男？
Okay. Mari gave me a confused look, then slid her hand down my chest.
ない。
No shit, Sherlock! Oh my god, the Mari lack of like extreme basics of like anatomy and everything. What the fuck? Okay. Well, yeah. Wait, hold up. For the love of God. The hand needed to stay where it was. Oh no. Oh no! No! Oh no. Can she see her? First, the visual hallucination. Now the auditory one. Great, fantastic. The things makes worse. It was the voice I really wished I hadn't heard.
ご飯は後で作るから。もうちょっと寝る。
Wait. I just realized. He fell asleep while being on top of Kasumi, so she couldn't get away. She's in this bed as well. What is happening? I just realized. She's probably on the other side. Okay. Re-evaluation of the situation was clearly in due order. Mari was right in front of me. Whether she came out on her own accord or it was me who formed her, it didn't matter. The bottom line was that I had a stark naked lady sharing a bed with me. And behind me...
日曜なんだし。
Oh my god, she really is there.
ピリさせてよ。
Was Kasumi lying prostrate on my bed and saying stupid things in her sleep. That was this bizarro Suahara. Putting aside Mari for a second, why was she here? Yeah, he don't remember, he passed out. Yep. Right, I was passed out last night in Kasumi arms. And so that worry cat washed over me through the night. Okay, or that. I truly felt blessed to have a childhood friend like her. Here, I was the luckiest guy in the world, sure, but right now, that kindness of hers had just put me shit creek.
マリ、
There would be bloodbath if Kasumi saw this, yeah.
頼む。今すぐ消えてくれ。
Yeah, disappear.
消える？
そう戻ってくれないか。できるだろ。本当マジでお願いする。
レン、何
Oh
を？
no, she can't do that. Oh no. So I was right, she's staying like that.
いや、つまりさ。
You're basically a spirit, so you can't you just appear and disappear at will?
だからうるさい。
Okay, Kasumi's. Oh my god. Shit, I think we have just woken the dragon. Okay, big question now. Can you see her? I didn't realize she could make that kind of sound. Oh no, she can actually see it. Basically, this is what she just had witnessed. Me with my shirt bloody, baldy and buttoned, and a young blonde girl clinging onto me, her hand resting upon my exposed chest. Okay, so it's like actual physical body that everyone can see. What the actual fuck? Yep. No way in hell I was getting out of this. No food explanation needed.
あんた何がじゃあばっけか怖い。
I love her reaction. No clue what she was saying.
変な人がいますね。
Oh my god, Maris, shut up. Set the pot to the kettle. Oh my god. Anyway. Oh shit. Why do we have the bad guys music? What? Can you stop staring at me? I love it. Kasumi shot a vicious glare at me, accompanied by a highly ominous background music. I love this game. Oh my god. This fourth wall just got broken. Oh my god. It's... oh my... this is genius.
な、
I guess this background music fits the situation.
うん。
なんで俺正座させられてんだよ。
自分の胸に聞いてみなさい。
She had blown her fuse. No doubt about that.
あんたってやつは本当に
Couldn't exact blame her though.
桜井さんと付き合ってるくせして私あんなことしたと思ったら今度は見ず知らずの怪人さんをかどわかしてくるなんて一体どうなったのよ。
Are you just meaning that he hold you? Or there was actually the edge scene? You suggesting that he did actually something to you? At night? Okay.
そりゃ昔からちょっと感じ悪かったし変なやつだし何考えてるかわかんないところはあったけど少なくともいい悪いの区別くらいはついてると思ってたのに。
So basically, she believed I was the scum of the earth, the lowest of the low, the sorriest excuse for a guy. In short, a threat to all womankind.
それでもう一回聞くけどあの女の
Wow.
いつどこから連れてきたの？答えられないような筋から引っ張ってきたんかこの腐れ毛
だからちょっと待てよ。
だ待たない。そういやあんた白と一緒でもともとチンピラ属性
Wow.
忘れてた。今でも
Going back in times.
小がペラ目になるもんね。おうおう姉ちゃんいい体しとるやないけ。なんやったらわしんとこ来えへんか。
Wow.
言わせたるで。
Kasumi, I don't know if you realize, but we were together like all night. You were like next to me. So it's kind of impossible for me to like kidnap someone from the street and come back.
とかなんとか言って連れ込んだんでしょこの悪党。
言ってねえよ。
Besides, that was totally not how the street punks talked.
だいたい昨日の夜は俺が先に落ちたんだぞ。その後お前がずっと枕元にいたのに。どうやってね。
Exactly. Thanks, Ren, for like pointing this out.
そう言われると確かにそうね。
お前部屋の鍵閉めてたか？
So it's your fault. She stuck up on me. See? Got you, Kasumi.
閉め忘れたんだな。つまりそういうことだろう。
でもなんで裸なの
Don't ask me, ask her.
こっちが知りたいわ、そんなもん。
Anyway, guess I just lie my ass off here. I'm not gonna let the chance like this slip by.
じゃああの子は裸でフラフラ外歩いてて、たまたまこの部屋の鍵が開いてたから侵入して、挙句あんたのベッドに潜り込んできたって言いたいわけ？
残念ながらそれしか考えられないようだ。
Yep. Good explanation.
人事みたいに言うなバカ！ありえないもん。そんなの信じらんないもん。絶対あんたがよからぬことをやったに決まってるんだ。
How do you know this?
そう言われても俺には何もわからないんだもん。
だから真面目に話を聞かんか。
She grabbed my sleeve and tried to jerk me around, but that wouldn't change a thing. I seriously couldn't come up with any other excuses.
なあかすみ、少し考え方を変えてみよう。例えば刑事が泥棒をトイレの個室に追い詰めたとする。いわゆる袋のネズミ状態だ。
Okay.
それで？
それで刑事は鍵のかかったドアを蹴破り個室に突入するんだが、そこに泥棒はいなかった。この場
知らないわよそんな。
いや、ちょっと真面目に考えろ。割と大事な発想だ。
One second. Let me check this because it sounds like the closed room situation. That's the technique. Corner the thief into the bathroom. Okay, so thief is in the bathroom. And the door is locked. So we have locked bathroom. The detective kicks the door. And the thief is gone. Okay.
天井に穴開けて出て行ったとかじゃないの？
Could be.
違う。天井は刑事からも丸見えだ。
There's no window. Oh my god! Guys, I don't know if you're watching Umineko, but I have Umineko flashbacks. I literally think about locked rooms now from Umineko.
じゃあ無理じゃないの。っていうかあんた
Everything is possible.
言いたいのよ。
If you create magic, the magic must be done with things that human can do. Because like, it depends. It maybe the style is like, you know, have like bottom open and he just slip like to the style next to this. We never established how the style looked like.
だから常識に縛られるなっていうことだよ。一見ありえないようなことでも他に答えがなければそれが真実。
I'm sorry. I need screenshots of this. I need screenshots of this for like Umineko discussions, I guess. I'm sorry. It just I just must. I wonder if like any of the guys who's like watching Umineko can actually solve it. I wonder. Okay, I'm sorry for this little delay. We're back.
ああ、ちなみにこのケース、泥棒は水栓から流れていったっていうオチな。
Never mind, that's a bullshit. You cannot do that.
めちゃくちゃ言ってんじゃないわよスカポンタン。
Never mind, that's not Umineko case. This is just some bullshit. That's literally impossible.
でも他に答えないだろう。じゃあ何か？お前は夜中に俺が抜け出して姉ちゃんさらいつつあれやこれややってる最中全然気づかずに寝てるほど鈍いのか？剣道やってる割には勘が働かないんだな。はっ！プリン。
玉木た表でのこんちくそー。
Wow, she's really pissed. Damn it, I was all out of options. Yeah, I should have expected my lies to keep on fooling people forever. In which case...
レンをいじめないで。
Okay, Mari. Stop bullying Ren. Yeah, the silence.
それじゃあ、マリちゃん本当に変なことはされてないのね。
No. Oh! She have clothes now! Okay. Full picture. Let's see. So it's like white and black dress, I guess. She have a choker to hide the scar. Okay. Okay. It's fine design. It's fine. A truly bizarre scene unfolded before me.
私の大事な人にレンがとても似てるからずっと話したいと思ってて。それで昨日ついにやってきちゃったって？はい。
Well, she was technically telling the truth, though I couldn't tell if she was trying to cover me, or if it was just how she's normally behaved.
じゃあどうして名前知ってるの？
表札見たんじゃないのか？
あんたは黙ってなさい。そうなの？マリーちゃん。はい。
Okay. They are doing this pretty good. The former, huh? But she didn't seem that quick on her feet, nor did communication appear to be her strongest point. So it was probably best I'd let her say no anymore.
なんで裸だったの？服は？
聞いてやるなよ。女の。
私だって女だもん。
じゃあ察してやれよ。事情があるんだろ。
Okay.
それよりその服可愛いな。
本当？
Oh my god, we have Happy Mari.
私の趣味がいいからね。
ああ、お前には狂おしいほど似合わないだ。
Okay.
何？あんたいい度胸してるわね。
事実だ。
The clothes Mari was wearing came directly from Kasumi's wardrobe, but a gothic little outfit like that would only look nice on a foreigner. On a Japanese girl, it would feel just out of place.
それこそ氷室先輩くらいじゃないと服に負ける。お前じゃな。
Okay.
腹立つ言い方するわね、この男は。私だってそれくらい分かってるわよ。だからお蔵入りしてたんだし。で、どうするの？
どうするって？
この子の処遇、まさかほっとくわけにもいかないでしょ？
Well, I cannot even be separated from her.
ああ。
Well, we couldn't just hand over to the police or something. But what then? Well, she's staying with me.
あんたまさかここに住まわせようとか思ってるんじゃ
Yep,
ない？
that's what's going to happen, Kasumi. You have no power over this.
そりゃ四郎の部屋が空いてるしな。
Oh, or that.
そんなのダメに決まってるでしょ。こことあの部屋穴で繋がってるんだよ。
Kasumi, you have hole in your place as well. In your room. In the wall.
お前の部屋だって繋がってるだろ。
Yeah.
私はいいの。
You've made yourself pretty involved already.
だいたいどのみち穴は塞ぐって言っただろ。お前も昨日は了承したことだろうが。
それはそうだけど、でもダメだからね。桜井さんが怒るじゃない。
ああ、それね。
Yeah. I knew I was getting my just deserts here. But man, did I just say something really stupid again?
私は迷惑ですか？
両親が痛まないか、かすみ。
God damn it. So good.
だからってそれとこれとは違うのよ。日本国憲法は偉大なのよ。
What does it... What do you mean? How is this connected to the Constitution?
俺は9条あたりそろそろ改正した方がいいと思うんだけど。
あんたの野蛮な理屈なんかどうでもいいのよ。とにかくこの子は叱るべきところに連れて行かないと。私、レンと一緒にいたい。かすみは私のことが。
Wow, good one. Nice. Nice. It's the request from Mari. You cannot fight this Kasumi anymore. You just cannot.
いや、他に知ってる人がいないの。
Kasumi lost this fight already. What's up with Kasumi today? She's been adding new sounds to her repertoire at staggering pace.
何なのかな、この展開。一番まともなこと言ってる私が。
Why are you happy now?
悪者みたいにされちゃってますよ。
I chose to keep my mouth shut.
お願い、意地悪しないで。
I think she just thinks about Mari as being cute. Kasumi, trembling, began to reach the point where she was staring to look more and more like a person with a condition. I unconsciously tried to hide Mari behind me, but... Yep, she thinks about her as being so cute. So calm and cute. Yep, I was right. Kasumi tackled her to the ground, full force.
ちょっとかすみいやもうダメよそんなことだ
Yep.
ったら可愛すぎねえねえねえ熱ほっといて私の部屋おいでよ
Oh my god.
ケーキあるよ服とかもういっぱいあるよ
あるある、うるせえよ、中国人かお前は。
うるさいバカあんた隅の方で体育座りでもしてな
Wow.
それよりマリちゃんどうかな私の部屋来ない
Kasumi borderline sexual harassment left Mari thoughtfully confused. Flabbergasted even. Well, having someone be this clingy with her must have been new experience given her history. Horror struck me for a moment before realizing there seems to be no harm in anyone else touching her as long as I held the reins. Oh, right. Right, the curse. And Ren is now basically her master, I guess. Like partner. I mean, kinda master. Master and partner. In which case, all these shenanigans might end up being a nice change of pace for Mari as well. She went through forlorn and unable to possess a single thing, so even as a farce, letting her experience a mundane day-to-day life could turn out well.
ちょっと何和んだ目でこっち見てんのよあんた変な趣味あるんじゃないの
I mean, he thinking for the best for Mari.
お前が言うなよ。大体日本国憲法はいいのか優等生。
Yeah.
問題なし可愛いは正義
Cuteness is justice. Okay.
そうか。
Revising laws without any guiding principles had its limits, you know? In her case, stupidity is justice would have been a million times more apt.
レン
ああ、ちょっと我慢してろよ。すぐ終わるから。
Yeah, she'll be tired of it soon. Kasumi's off-kilter insanity would have lasted forever either way. And just to back up that very thought of mine, Kasumi claimed of Mari, seemingly satisfied for the moment.
まあでマリちゃんはいとりあえずしばらく私の部屋で寝泊まりしなよでもいつまでもってわけにはいかないから国のご両親とかと連絡取らないとダメだよ両親
Oh my god, she don't know what it is, yeah.
それは分かったから、ちょっとその髪なんとかしてやれよ。ボサボサになってるだろ。
Oh my god, we'll get like new hairstyle for Mari?
そうだねごめんじゃあマリちゃん私が可愛いやつ
Oh my god. What kind of hairstyle will she have? Oh well, it kind of felt like I sort of built this grab of Hebs and Hebs of forced logic. Yeah, whatever. It seems like she bought it for now. I wonder what the, like, you know, the bad guys will think about this. They will like suddenly see Mari next to Ren, like, what the hell, who is she?
なんでこんなことになってんだよ。
What? What? The Zohara City sightseeing turn was the name of the little excursion Kasumi had planned out for us.
別にあんたはついてこなくてもよかったんだよ
そういうわけにもいかないだろう。
I had no idea what would happen to Mari if I left her unattended. With yesterday's incident in mind, I couldn't just allow these two to wander around on their own. I should have set my heart against this, and I tried to, but...
かすみあれ何ですか
Ah! Cuteness is justice. And if with this justice, we'll wait for the next episode. What's that? I don't know. What I see is just pure cuteness. Kasumi did a freaking good job on this. Holy crap. Will she stay like that permanently? Wow, what the episode, holy shit. Anyway, that will be it. Let me know in the comments. If you like Mari, if you don't like her, what do you think about her backstory? What do you think about her change right now? And what's your theory? Like, did like she manifested herself? Or maybe Rain manifested her? Ren, sorry. I don't know. It's weird. Probably she manifested herself and just don't know how to come back. Maybe she holds so much power that she cannot be like contained inside another body. They need to separate. Wait, this is the concept. Wait, listen. This is my new theory about this. Like, she created her own body because there's so much power. This is exactly the same theory I have about Mercurius and Heldrich that I said like I think last episode or 2 episodes ago, something around that time. I think when I thought like Heldrich like created Mercurius and they're like same being basically, but like in 2 bodies and 2 minds. So this might be the same thing. I think that would work as the explanation, right? Because Ren technically is just a human, so he cannot handle so many souls. So maybe she's like a souls holder. Who knows? Anyway, that will be it for today's episode. So thank you for being with me. Thank you for watching this episode. Leave up a like if you like the episode. Dislike if you dislike it. You can subscribe if you're not subscribed. Check my Discord. This is in the description. You can also become a member if you want to support me even further and check the episodes early. So yeah, thank you everyone for watching this episode, and I will see you in the next one. So for now, Pocket Watch, let's go out.